The story I'm about to tell you took place around last year, 2022, around April, and it's not one of my favorite moments in time. I used to have two lovely dogs. One of them was a mini schnauzer, and the other was a Pekingese mixed with another breed. I'm not really sure what the other breed is, because the mother was a whore, and I didn't get the chance to find out because, like I said, I used to have them, meaning that they got lost one day. But they would run out the gate and get lost sometimes, and one of these times, I nearly had to fight for him, I ain't gonna lie to you. On this particular day, I was not at home, I was on a work trip. Since I was at work trip, my parents had to take care of my dog. So I left, I came back and realized that, hey, one of my dogs isn't here. My dad comes up to me and says, oh yeah, nah, he gone. Yeah, he gone. Nigga, what the fuck do you mean he's gone? He left the gate open for too long and then he ran out. See, I personally wanted to give him a knee to the face, but I'm still under their roof, so I haven't left the woods yet to burn them up. Eventually someone found them. I got their contact from the neighborhood WhatsApp group, and I called them. Boo. 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 Nigga, pick up the phone. They didn't pick up the phone. Instead, they told me to text. Hey there. I saw that you have found my dog, and I would love to meet and pick him up when you have time. Now, instead of saying, oh yeah, nah, sure, let's just meet up somewhere and, take some time and get this over and done with, they asked, where do you live? Do you have other dogs? Please send a photo so that I can confirm. Why is it taking so long for you to find him? I've been to every vet in the area. Now, the first thing that I noticed that they really were just rude from the get-go because they didn't really reply to my message. They just decided to bombard me with a bunch of questions. I live in Constantia Park. Yes, I do. I personally did not lose him, and I was not informed until I got back home from a work trip a day ago. And instead of moving on, she went ahead and said, what other dogs are they missing too? I'm not seeing the point in asking all these questions. The only one that made proper sense to me was for me to send a photo of my dog to her. That's the only one I would agree with because, you know, I might be a creep or something trying to steal a dog. I sent her the photo, lovely little photo by the way, and I said, no, my other dog is here with me. What is the other dog? Bro, what do you need to know about this for? And then I thought to myself, no, wait, calm down.
Don't pull out the knob.
Maybe she's just seen you walk both of them at the same time before. She's probably just confirming that it actually is you. So then I answered, about the same size as the one with you. Pure black fur, a mix of Pekingese, and some other unknown breed. And then she went on to say stuff about, I've been informed by Schnauzer Rescue SA that I should ask for a vaccination certificate as proof of ownership and all that kind of stuff. And I had to stop in the middle of Hotfontaine Road with the truck hooting at me so that I could get him in the car. He could have died. Today's the third day that I have had. Third day? Excuse me? I was told he was gone since morning. My father lied to me. And then I replied with all this, and that I basically understand, and either she really cares about him, or she's just being really difficult for no reason. Then I thank her for her generosity. And then she kept on being a bit more difficult and offered actually, to chip the dog for me. Now, I don't know about the rest of you, but I really don't feel comfortable with someone else chipping my dog, let alone if they're even a complete stranger, right? I don't really feel comfortable with that because now this stranger may need my details or whatever, because the chipping has something to do with tracking. So basically, they're gonna either have to track it from the vet or through my phone. And I don't really know how the chipping procedure works, so I don't want to take any precautions, right? The reason why I didn't chip them in the first place is because I didn't have the funds for that at the time. And then she decides to say she wants an address to drop them off. I personally don't feel comfortable with this because she's been weird this whole time. I asked, can we meet up in the park rather? No. May I pick him up at your place? No. Where would you decide that could suit both of us? I'd like to drop him where he lives so I know that he's safe. And right here, this is where my Kratos voice kind of came in. He was like, as long as he's with me, he's safe. I guarantee it. That's why I spare you the trouble of transporting him by me obtaining him myself. You guarantee that he's safe with you, and yet I found him on the street. Yes! With me! At that time, he was not with me, and I had a work trip and he was under someone else's care. Do not take my friendliness and kindness for weakness and fragility. I will slay you where you stand, and I will drink your blood above your family. Shit, I need to be a voice actor, real talk. Hey, God of War, what you saying, man? And then eventually got to the point where I tried to root out the whole problem in general. I said, what is the problem with fetching him from you? You found him, and now I retrieve him. I can't just be sat here relaxed knowing you're going through all that trouble. The point is you have found him in the first place and took him in and posted your number for his owner. You have done your job. Now my job is to contact you to retrieve him from you and give you my gratitude in any form that may come. And then it just went on a back and forth spiral again. But I eventually succumbed to the point of saying, you know what? Yeah, here's my address. Come through, drop him off. She said, okay. Now this is where things get a bit dicey because this whole situation was just weird. She tried to get me to prove that my dog is mine by giving me all this other stuff and asking me other unnecessary questions, right? But all in all, this was a very, very weird way of trying to confirm with me that it is me instead of being on a phone call. And I sent her everything. I sent her the photos, I sent her the contact card, I sent her the medical aid card, I sent her everything. The one thing that it is my address. Because I don't like sending my address to random people. I sent it to her and I said, fine, I'ma strap up. I'ma have 3 weapons in my pockets. Just in case, because I don't know what's going on. I even brought my homeboys with me because I don't know how she packing too. Maybe it wasn't a she because I didn't even know or hear the voice that I was speaking to. I was only speaking with words over text. I don't know who you're rolling with. So I'ma just do this in case. I invited 2 of my boys over. We all had packed some heat on us. Packed some heat. We had like a bunch of tools on us, I guess. The car pulls up. In the passenger seat, I see a guy. I'm like, yeah, I'm ready for this. Because he got some shades on. He's bald and he steps up the car first. And then she steps up the car on the driver's side. I'm like, I bet. Here we go. This is it. This is the moment. And then she brings him out. Brings him to me. And I say thank you. And she leaves. Hella anticlimactic because I was really rooting for a fight this whole time. Like I wanted to fight somebody. I ain't gonna lie to you. I wanted to box up some people for my dog. I ain't gonna lie to you. As soon as he saw me, he just like started going eccentric. So then I was like, okay, fine. This has to prove that he's mine. If nothing else will prove that he's mine. I got him back. She went back into the car and drove off. Moral of the story: take care of everything you care about, guys. Because if you don't, you might lose them. Miss you guys. Forever love.